结构一，命令先于解释，不可听从引人离开耶和华的声音。Structure 1. Command before explanation. Do not listen to voices that lead people away from the Lord. 这段经文首先给出的不是分析，而是命令。This passage begins not with analysis, but with a command. 只要那声音的方向是把人从耶和华带走，不论它多有吸引力，多像是真的，都不可听，不可跟随。As long as the direction of that voice turns people away from the Lord, it must not be listened to or followed, no matter how attractive or convincing it appears. 判断的标准不是是否有效果，而是是否带人离开神。The criterion is not whether it seems effective, but whether it leads people away from God. 结构二，神试验的目的不是诱陷，而是显明。Structure 2. The purpose of God's testing, not entrapment, but revelation. 接着，摩西立刻说明神容许这些声音出现的原因。Moses then immediately explains why God allows such voices to arise. 加尔文强调，试验不是设陷阱，而是查验与显明。Calvin emphasizes that testing is not the setting of traps, but examination and disclosure. 神不是在获取新资讯，而是使原本隐藏的心意在历史中被公开，看得见，分得清。God is not acquiring new information, but bringing what was hidden in the heart into the open in history, so that it may be seen and distinguished. 结构3. 知道是历史中的显露，不是神的学习。Structure 3. To know is manifestation in history, not divine learning. 经文说神要知道，但不是指学法知识。When the text says that God knows, it does not imply any lack of knowledge in God. 这是指真相在现实中被拉开，使真假不能再混在一起。It refers to truth being drawn out in reality, so that true and false can no longer be mixed together, and people cannot remain indefinitely in ambiguity. 结构4. 神与撒旦的区别在目的，不在于表面手段。Structure 4. The difference between God and Satan lies in purpose, not in outward means. 加尔文进一步处理一个容易动摇人的问题。Calvin further addresses a question that easily unsettles people. 神是否使用撒旦与恶人作为试验的工具？ Does God use Satan and wicked people as instruments of testing? 答案是肯定的，但关键不在工具，而在目的。The answer is yes, but the decisive point lies not in the instruments, but in the purpose. 嗨，撒旦要毁灭，神要显明；撒旦遮蔽，神揭露。Satan seeks to destroy, God seeks to reveal. Satan conceals, God uncovers. 结构5，试验的结果具有分别性。Structure 5. The outcome of testing is discriminating. 试验不会伤害真实敬虔的人，反而保守他们。Testing does not harm those who are truly godly, but rather preserves them. 真正受致命伤的是那些早已在心中拒绝神的人。Those who suffer fatal harm are those who had already rejected God in their hearts. 因此，试验不是不公，而是揭下面具的公义作为。Therefore, testing is not injustice, but a righteous act that removes the mask. 结构6，异端与纷争不是失控，而是显明。Structure 6. Heresies and disputes are not loss of control, but revelation. 教会中的混乱与争论并不表示神失去掌权。The turmoil and disputes within the church do not mean that God has lost control. 相反，在神的治理下，这些风浪成为分真假的工具，使真正站立住的人显明出来。Under God's governance, these storms become instruments for discerning truth, making those who truly stand firm manifest. 好，结构7，神立刻给出的解放，持续跟随与专靠。Structure 7. God's immediate remedy. Continual following and clinging not. 最后，摩西不是留下人停在恐惧中，而是给出明确方向。Finally, Moses does not leave the people in fear, but gives a clear direction. 顺从敬畏，谨守听从，专靠。Walking after, fearing, keeping, obeying, serving, and clinging. 保守不是靠避一切试探，而是靠持续粘附于神本身。Preservation does not come from avoiding all trials, but from continual attachment to God Himself. 结构总结 Structural summary 整段结构不是在为什么有人被迷惑。The structure as a whole is not answering the question, why are some people deceived? Rather, 试验 revealing this seem 是神的保守与审判同时显的公义。Testing exposes the human heart, so that both God's preservation and his judgment are shown to be just.